Right now, the search is on for this Central Florida mother, missing now since Saturday, and investigators say she could be in danger.
But first, concern growing in our community for a mom of 4 missing since Saturday.
If you're hearing this, please let us know. Let someone know where she is. It's been 5 days now. Her children need her. We miss her. We love her.
Is this?
Overcome with emotion, Elaine Rucker fainting mid-instance.
I just want my mom because, it's hard with her not being here because I'm always with her, you know?
According to Winter Springs police, Rucker was last seen with estranged husband Cory Hill in Polk County on November 11th. Hill already in custody, facing 4 charges of attempted murder in connection to a shooting November 12th in Orange County, one day after he was seen with Rucker. A $5,000 reward now being offered by Crimeline for information on the case.
At 6:46 in the morning on November 12, 2023, a message was sent from Shakeira Rucker's phone to her family. She said she was on her way home. She had never left the building she sent that message from. What the surveillance footage captured in the 7 minutes before that message was sent, and what it did not capture afterward, is where this case begins. In the fall of 2023, 2 women in Central Florida discovered they had been living inside the same lie. They had not known the other existed. They had not known the man they shared had constructed 2 separate lives, 2 separate versions of who he was, and maintained both simultaneously for years. When the truth finally passed between them, the deception came apart. And what prosecutors allege happened in the weeks that followed is the subject of this documentary. On the evening of November 11, 2023, Shakeira Rucker left her home in Winter Springs, Florida. Her children watched her go. She told them she was getting food and would be back. The following morning, a message arrived on the phones of people who loved her. She said she was on her way home. 7 days later, investigators found her. Her name was Shakeira Yvonne Rucker. She was 37 years old, and what happened to her does not begin on the night she disappeared. It begins at the moment a lie that had been sustained across 2 lives finally came apart, and with the question of what prosecutors allege one man decided to do about it. If you're new to Lethal Obsession, every documentary here is built from verified records and investigative reporting. If that's the kind of true crime you enjoy, subscribe. Now let's continue. Shakeira Yvonne Rucker was born on August 1, 1986. She grew up and made her life in Winter Springs, Florida, a city about 10 miles northeast of Orlando. By the fall of 2023, she was 37 years old, the mother of 4 children. 2 boys, ages 7 and 18. 2 girls, 9 and 16. 4 children at 4 different stages of life, all of them at the center of everything she organized her days around. The people who knew Shakeira describe her in the same terms: a devoted mother, a regular churchgoer, someone who worked because her children needed stability, and providing that stability was the priority she arranged everything else around. Her social media documented this life: school events, family celebrations, ordinary moments she wanted to keep a record of, not performance. Simply a woman who was present in her own life and wanted the people who loved her to see it. Her mother was Elaine Rucker. Her sister was Deidre Rucker. Her brother was Clarence Thornton. And her 16-year-old daughter, Michaela Johnson, would later say in her own words, "She is all I know."
Because, it's hard with her not being here because I'm always with her, you know? It's like, I can't live without her.
By 2023, Shakira's marriage to Cory Hill had come undone. They were estranged. Friends of Shakira confirmed she had discovered Hill had been unfaithful, a discovery that had produced serious and lasting tension. She was not simply enduring a difficult period, she was actively trying to build a life on the other side of it. Something independent, something that did not have this marriage at its center. The man she had been married to was Cory Hill. He was 51 years old. To the people around him, to the church community, to the family who had welcomed him in, he was a private man. reserved in the specific way of someone who keeps his personal life carefully separated from everyone around him. Elaine Rucker, Shakira's mother, described him directly to reporters. He was a person that didn't put people in his business. He stayed far off. He didn't let nobody in his business. The family took this as simply the way he was. A quiet, faithful man who preferred his privacy. What the family did not know is what court records from Suffolk County, Virginia would eventually reveal.
But he has been accused of violent crimes in the past. He was convicted of murdering a man named Dontwain Cornelius Everett. Court records I obtained from Suffolk County, Virginia, show that around 7 in the morning, 2 days before Christmas in 1992, Hill was talking with 18-year-old Don Everett in the front yard outside his house. The two started arguing. Hill pulled out a gun and opened fire. Everett was pronounced dead 10 minutes later. Hill was sentenced to 20 years in prison for second-degree murder and another 2 for using a firearm in the commission of a felony. I also requested court records from Williamsburg, Virginia, showing Hill found himself back in court 3 times in 2009, accused of assault and battery.
He was released approximately 2005. He moved to Florida. Court records from 2009 document 3 separate appearances before a judge on assault and battery charges. Not a single person in Shakeira Rucker's family knew any of this. A murder conviction, a documented history of violence, hidden behind the image of a private, church-going man who simply did not share his business with others. Dedra Rucker would later say, "He was supposed to be a man of God in the church. We never knew." The Rucker family was not the only one living inside incomplete information. At some point before November 2023, Hill had begun a relationship with a woman named Angel Milligan. They were dating. They were living together. On the occasions when his absence needed an explanation, Hill told Milligan he was out of town for work. She had no reason to question it. She did not know he was married. 2 lives, running parallel, one man connecting them, and keeping each hidden from the other. That arrangement held until September 2023. In September 2023, Shakeira Rucker reached Angel Milligan directly. According to Milligan's own confirmed account, Shakira asked her a simple question: did she know he was married? Milligan's response, in her own words, "No. All I know is so far he's telling me he's out of town at work." Milligan ended the relationship with Hill immediately after that conversation. What followed is documented at 2 distinct levels: what Hill himself admitted, and what prosecutors allege beyond it. The first comes from Hill's own post-Miranda statement to investigators, in which he admitted he was angry about the relationship ending, and specifically angry about Shakira's new boyfriend. That admission came in Hill's own words after his arrest. The emotional state he was in during that period is not a prosecutorial interpretation, it is his own documented account. What he allegedly did with that anger is a separate matter, one drawn from the arrest warrant, from investigative findings, and from what prosecutors have alleged in court filings. According to those documents, after Hill discovered the 2 women had spoken, he told Milligan directly that she would regret making that call. That threat is documented in the case record. Milligan subsequently filed a domestic violence injunction against Hill, a matter of confirmed public record. The injunction was allegedly violated. A woman who had just discovered her husband had been living a double life. A woman who had just discovered the man she was with was married. A threat already issued. A legal boundary placed between Milligan and a man who, the record showed, had already killed someone before anyone in either woman's life knew his name. The injunction held on paper. Whether it held in practice is reflected in what the record alleges about those weeks. Milligan, who is also a mother of 4, has spoken about that period. Her confirmed words, just having flashbacks of what happened that day, what could have happened. She recognized what the situation was. She took what steps were available to her. Those steps did not dissolve the danger, they documented it. Shakeira Rucker and Milligan had each, in their own way, tried to close the same door. The public record does not tell us what Shakira's private weeks looked like in September, October, or early November. It tells us what she was trying to do: build something on the other side of a marriage that was over, What the prosecution alleges is that Hill had reached a different conclusion about what was going to happen next. By November 2023, 2 months had passed since the conversation that had exposed everything. The injunction was on file. The alleged threat had been spoken. And on the evening of November 11th, Cory Hill arrived at Shakeira Rucker's home in Winter Springs. At approximately 7:30 on the evening of November 11th, 2023, Shakeira Rucker's children watched her leave their home. She told them she was getting food and would be back. Surveillance footage from the Hungry Crab restaurant in Davenport, Polk County, captured Hill and Rucker together later that evening. She was wearing a blue outfit. That footage would become the image Winter Springs police distributed publicly during the search, the last known image of Shakeira Rucker alive. After the restaurant, the next confirmed documentation of Shakeira Rucker is from the early morning hours of November 12th, at a storage facility in Apopka. But at that hour, no one who loved her knew to look there. What her family knew on the morning of November 12th is that she had not come home. The morning of November 12th unfolded on 2 tracks simultaneously, one that her family was living through, and one that investigators would later reconstruct from evidence. At approximately 10:20 in the morning on November 12th, Orange County deputies responded to Holly Creek Road in Orange County. Angel Milligan told investigators that Hill had arrived at her home with a firearm and opened fire. Her confirmed words, "I heard gunfire. I felt 2 of them pass by my face." According to the arrest warrant, Hill fired multiple shots into the residence, broke through a window, and entered the home. No one was physically injured. Hill fled before deputies arrived. He was located in Mount Dora and arrested. He was booked into Orange County Jail on November 13th on attempted murder charges related to that shooting. The same day, November 12th, Shakeira Rucker's family reported her missing to the Winter Springs Police Department. She had not been in contact with anyone since the morning. Her phone was not connecting. Her children had not heard from her. She had told them she was coming back. The Winter Springs Police Department and the Orange County Sheriff's Office opened a search that would span 4 counties across Central Florida: Polk, Lake, Seminole, and Orange. A $5,000 reward was offered. The family organized searches. Volunteers distributed flyers. On November 14th, Hill was named a person of interest in Rucker's disappearance. When investigators attempted to interview him about her whereabouts, he refused to speak with them. On November 15th, Winter Springs police released the surveillance image from the restaurant, Hill and Rucker together the night she disappeared. For 7 days, the search continued. Hill sat in Orange County Jail on the Milligan charges, in custody, saying nothing. His silence during that search, knowing, investigators allege, exactly where Shakira was, is noted in the public statements made by law enforcement after the case was resolved. 7 days. The answer was in the same county the entire time. If this documentary is giving you the full, verified picture of this case that you have not been able to find anywhere else, that is exactly what this channel is built to do. Subscribe right now and turn on your notifications. What is coming next is the reconstruction. How investigators assembled the evidence from 2 separate crime scenes into a single picture, and what deputies found when the 7-day search finally ended. Stay with us. Investigators were not waiting for the search to end. While Shakeira Rucker's family was distributing flyers across 4 counties, the Orange County Sheriff's Office was processing evidence from 2 crime scenes simultaneously: the shooting on Holly Creek Road and the storage facility in Apopka. Each scene was producing physical evidence, and the evidence from both was pointing in the same direction. The fired cartridge casings recovered from the storage facility at 2400 Wiggins Road, and the casings recovered from Holly Creek Road were sent for forensic analysis. The confirmed finding: they came from the same weapon. Hill's vehicle was placed at both locations. DNA evidence connected Hill to the storage unit, and his cell phone data, according to investigators, directly contradicted the account he had given to Rucker's family. that he had not seen Shakira since 6:30 in the morning on November 12th. The surveillance footage at your storage units on Wiggins Road filled in what the cell phone data could not say on its own. At 6:39 in the morning, on November 12th, Hill and a woman in the passenger seat, matching Rucker's description, entered the storage facility together. She was wearing the blue outfit from the restaurant the previous evening. That outfit, the same one she had worn when she left her home, when surveillance captured her at the restaurant, is the same outfit she was wearing when deputies found her inside the unit. At 6:46 a.m., 7 minutes after Hill and Rucker entered the storage facility, a message was sent from Rucker's phone to her family. She said she was on her way home. That message, according to investigators, was sent from inside the facility. Less than 20 minutes after they entered, the surveillance captured Hill leaving, alone. According to the arrest warrant, Rucker was never seen leaving that storage unit. On Saturday, November 18, 2023, a storage facility employee at your storage units at 2400 Wiggins Road in Apopka contacted 911. There was a foul odor from one of the units. Orange County Sheriff's Office deputies responded. The unit was registered to Cory Hill. When deputies opened it, they found Shakeira Rucker. She had sustained gunshot wounds. Her family confirmed afterward that she was found in a prayer position. She had been in that unit for 7 days. Orange County Sheriff John Mina addressed reporters. He said Hill was the suspect. He said they were not looking for anyone else. Then he said something that placed the 7-day search in its full context. Hill had to have known investigators would eventually find her. He had spent those 7 days in a jail cell, in custody, saying nothing about where Shakira was. Mina's confirmed words. So it's very, very disappointing. Winter Springs Police Chief Matthew Tract said simply, "We were all hoping for a different outcome." On November 22, 2023, the Orange County Sheriff's Office secured an arrest warrant for Hill on a charge of first-degree murder with a firearm. The language of that warrant belongs in this record. Based on the findings of my investigation, the victim, Shakeira Rucker, is dead. The death was caused by the criminal act of Cory Hill. There was a premeditated killing of Shakeira Rucker with a firearm. Based on these findings, there is probable cause to arrest Cory Hill on the charge of first-degree murder with a firearm. The investigation was complete. The case was built. What remained was the cost. The legal proceedings moved in stages, and they are worth stating clearly. Hill was formally charged with second-degree murder with a firearm on November 29, 2023, a procedural step that held him without bond while prosecutors prepared to present the case to a grand jury. In December, the Office of the State Attorney for the 9th Judicial Circuit officially filed those charges. In January 2024, an Orange County grand jury returned an indictment for first-degree murder. The charge had been upgraded. State Attorney Andrew Bain announced that the death penalty would be sought, citing 2 factors: what prosecutors described as the cold and calculated nature of the alleged homicide, and Hill's prior second-degree murder conviction in Virginia. He also faces 4 counts of attempted murder in connection with the shooting on Holly Creek Road. As of July 2026, Cory Hill remains in Orange County Jail without bond. No trial verdict has been entered in the public record. That is the legal status. The cost is something else. On November 19, 2023, the day after Shakira's body was found, the family and community gathered for a vigil in Pine Hills. Elaine Rucker, Shakira's mother, was too emotional to speak on camera. Her brother Clarence Thornton stood before reporters and said, "Everyone is angry, but we must stay strong for the sake of my sister. She's up there looking at us. We got to stay strong for her kids." Her sister Dedra established a GoFundMe for the 4 children, funds for their future, for the care they would need in the years ahead. Michaela Johnson was 16 years old when her mother did not come home. She said,
It's hard with her not being here because I'm always with her, you know. It's like I can't live without her.
Those words do not need decoration. They are the most precise account available of what this case actually cost. Angel Milligan has not returned to her home on Holly Creek Road. The bullet holes are still there. She is also a mother of 4, the same as Shakira, both deceived by the same man, both subjected to violence that prosecutors allege was his response when that deception was exposed. She considers herself fortunate to be alive. Her confirmed words, just having flashbacks of what happened that day, what could have happened. State Attorney Bain attended the vigil for Shakira. He said something that reaches past the boundaries of this case. Every situation like this, that comes into the office with warning signs that went unaddressed, is a precursor to something that is going to happen in the future. We need to take it that seriously. Shakeira Rucker had nothing to do with creating the deception she was living inside. When she discovered it, she reached the woman on the other side of it and told her the truth. That conversation is what Milligan confirmed set everything in motion. What prosecutors allege is that Cory Hill decided neither of those women was simply going to move forward from it. A deception of that scale does not collapse quietly. It takes things with it. In this case, what it took was a 37-year-old woman who attended church, who went to work, who arranged her entire life around 4 children who needed her, and who wanted nothing more complicated than to build something on the other side of a marriage that had stopped working. Clarence Thornton's words stay with you. She was a caring person. She cared about her kids. All she wanted to do was work, go to church, and just live. The little things. Her name was Shakeira Rucker. She was found in a prayer position inside a storage unit registered to the man prosecutors allege took her there. Cory Hill is awaiting trial. The death penalty is on the table. 4 children are growing up without their mother, not because of anything they did, not because of anything she did, but because a lie one man sustained across 2 lives ultimately could not hold. Her name is Shakeira Rucker. Say it correctly. If this documentary gave you the complete, verified story of Shakeira Rucker, that you could not find told this fully anywhere else, that is exactly what Lethal Obsession is built to do. Every case on this channel is held to this standard. Subscribe right now and turn on your notifications. Share this with someone who needs to hear it, because what happened to Shakeira Rucker is not unique to Winter Springs and not unique to 2023. The pattern of deception, exposure, and the violence that prosecutors allege followed exists everywhere. The more people who understand what it looks like, the better the chance the next story ends differently.